integrating Six Sigma with software testing process, a process for removal of wastage and optimizing resource utilization. Obviously, many of us have heard about what Six Sigma is, what it do. If not, this will be a very good briefing for all of you. All right. So never it has been done that someone has took the STLC, our ancient old STLC, software testing life cycle, and induced a process improvement in that. Okay. So this is what I'm going to brief you guys about today. The problem. Recently, a survey conducted by NASSCOM, and it stated that in 2010, the testing market occupied around $30 billion of the market. Okay, and their prediction is by 2020, it's going to be of $50 billion. Okay, ideally, what is recommended that for one developer, there should be at least 2 QAs. But practical, this is not the scenario right now because of the limited testers that we have in the market. The ratio is 3 QAs to every one developer. But if NASSCOM prediction is right that the testing market is going to be very huge, then this ratio could be in very big number. Okay, what this does, this will obviously increase the demand for the tester in the market, definitely increasing the pressure on the testing teams. What happens then? Working for the extended hours. So at least one tester is actually working on multiple modules, okay? Thus, he feels very pressure and obviously has to work for the extended hours. Irony is that with working extended hours, we are still, it is the biggest challenge to us to deliver everything on time, okay? If you see that software testing life cycle, testing comes in the second last part, though it is the last part before the product is released to the market, okay? Now what happens here is, obviously this is the case of every project in the IT industry, from the pressure from the developers, the business teams, the clients, all the pressure comes down to the testing team because they need time in their documentation stuff or development stuff or coding stuff. But the testing timelines cannot be increased because after this the product is going to launch in the market. This will definitely affect the time to market for a product. So every pressure from the down and from the up comes to the testing team. Okay. What all these 3 points lead to is high risk with the quality. Somehow there is a fear that we have to compromise with the quality which cannot afford because we are the gatekeepers of the product to be launched in the market. The solution. So if we go down in the everyday testing activities for a tester, there are a lot of repetitive stuff that he's doing. There are many things we're going to discuss in details in the coming time. There are many things which induces wastage in the overall software testing process. Okay. We can just pick those tasks which involves the repetitive thing, and we can actually minimize the time spent on those activities. Then we don't have to fix all the problems in the process. We just have to pick 20% of the problem which are impacting 80% of the process. This is also famously known as the 80-20 principle or the Pareto principle. We are going to discuss about the Pareto in the coming slides. Okay. Once we have identified the problems, this is the problem that is impacting my process, I can actually sit down and look what could be the solution to that. I can identify solution so that I'm sure, okay, these defects can be eliminated. Last but not the least, I have to monitor this solution so that the results which I have predicted should be as per the my mentioned thresholds. How this can be achieved is a process known as Six Sigma. Okay. What is Six Sigma? Well, in 1986, Motorola is facing a lot of challenges with their deliverables. There are a lot of defective products that the chipsets, the mobile phones, or the big mobile phones that I just can't recall the name. So they are having a big challenge with the quality of those products. So they hired some consultants, done some study, and the consultant has referred them, see these things are you doing what at the production line, if can be improved, this can really improve your process, and thus came the study of the Six Sigma. So Six Sigma is basically five sequential process technique that is define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. We are going to discuss them step by step in the coming slides. Sigma is basically a term which that we are compromising on cost, quality and time, missing of deadlines, compromising with the quality, increasing cost, everything was there in the process initially. We used our concept on that study, okay, and the current DPMO that before starting our study was 3.19 sigma, means this process was 3.19 sigma, not the 6 sigma, 3.19 sigma, which means there are approximately 45,000 defects per million in that process. We implemented our study there. We have proposed a solution for next 3 months. We got the data for past 3 months from November 2012 to January 2013, and for the set of next 3 months, we proposed our solution, okay, and the predicted sigma rating in our solution was 3.54. That is a difference of 24,000 approximate defects per million, which is a huge. Trust me, in testing process, it is a huge improvement. Time initially, as per my predicted study, initially each resource was spending 42 hours every week on first problem that we have identified. Now on the same problem, the resource is spending only 28 hours. First thing. Second thing, obviously the time becomes the cost also. There's an improvement of 7% in the monthly budget allocated to the team. So this is my study on the practical environment. It's not theoretical, it's actually done practically. The conclusion. Again, we have used our study on various other projects as well, predicted projects, and the results are really good. This is a very generic approach. I'm again saying don't go with this is the problem with every testing project. The problems can be anything, but the set of activities that I have defined are very generic and can be implemented into any software testing process. Okay. Again, this is a pretty time consuming. So after implementation, it requires a continuous monitoring, and we can actually see some remarkable results. At the end, I'll just say Six Sigma is all about quality. Quality is not an art, it is an habit. So that's thank you. Questions? I'm anchor also. I forgot. So any questions? I know it was a very boring topic.
See, either Ankit was very good or very, very bad. So we would appreciate.
Excellent, yeah. I can appreciate myself.
Also, not at all modest.
Any questions, guys? No questions. There is. Yeah, sure. Right. Right. So for that we can do one thing. So if we at that time I used the Clarism tool, so there I am dividing my task on the basis of that. Okay, I get a module, this number of hours, I just created a task of time for deployment. Okay, at the end of every week I can ask them, okay, not at the end of every week, just taking half or see we all fill time cards, right? So I'll just induce a task level time card in which they can, okay, I got this module, I spent half hour for the deployment, and for writing test cases or authoring test scripts, I used 3 hours, and for the other 2-3 problems that I am suggesting, I can induce these set of tasks in my timer card, and on the basis of typing I can fetch any sort of report.